this is also what I thought was, I don't know. So I don't listen to these podcasts, but people sent me these clips of her and Jackie, I guess. So Jackie Goldschneider was just on her pod. This is just me. Like I didn't look into it, but I got these clips. To me, it's like, look, Jackie is a smart woman. Not that going to law school makes you smart, because I've gone to law school and I'm a lawyer, and I can tell you I went to law school with a lot of dumb people. But Jackie is smart, right? Like Jackie knows it's over. She ain't coming back. And that's fine. I really do believe Jackie is one of those housewives who has like moved on. I mean, you go on a podcast, sure. I'm sure Jackie would go on a lot of podcasts now, but I don't really see her sitting around and talking about it, not per se. So when the clips I got, to me, seemed weird. It seemed like, first of all, it seemed like Jackie was just totally bored during this chat. And like, it's Teresa, to me, like, look, if you're paid to go do these live shows, of course you're going to talk about Jersey. But Teresa does seem like one of these people, like if it is over for her and she's not coming back, she seems like one of these housewives who will be talking about, and I get it, it was a lot of years, but she'll be talking about RHONJ forever. Like I just see her,
Yeah.
and it starts to be a little sad at some. This is just how I read this interaction. Like when she was talking, like, Jackie, and I did this, and I felt Jackie was just there, like, what? Like, I don't, like, there's no more
Yeah,
paycheck.
Teresa definitely lives in the past. And I know a lot of people like to say, "Oh, the table flip was so iconic," but that was also how many years ago? Where has where's the recent iconic moment? There isn't. That's and also like they like to say, her fans like to say, "Oh my God, she's so real. She has such a storyline." What is her storyline if it's not Melissa and Joe? Think about it. Like I'm not going to take away from her, the fact that she went to jail. The whole thing with her fighting with Joe Giudice on camera, her chasing Danielle Stubb through a country club. Okay, those were moments. Where are your moments now? It's dried up. It's done. There's nothing left. I think it's really time to open up, a new book. Let's see new faces. Hopefully they find some and we will see, maybe not a total reboot, but maybe we'll see something more exciting, something fresh. I'm ready. And especially after watching Beverly Hills, shit. Jersey
You,
feels so flat.
I tried to tell you how good Beverly Hills was.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, I
I
love
try to
it.
tell you, it's just, I mean, we haven't even scratched the surface. I mean, wait till they're on vacation. I mean, Kyle gets gifts forever. I mean, there's
Oh my
just
gosh.
so
Yes.
much
I'm
money.
ready for when they're on vacation. Those are going to be juicy episodes.
There's so much money. I mean, look, and even Erica is like, I mean, she still makes a huge salary, Erica. So she's
Yes.
years into it now. So it's not so strange that she would be remodeling. At first, I was like, is she moving? That she's remodeling her house, and,
Yeah.
but, the other thing to me too is like, look, maybe the others are just as, upset about not knowing, but whatever Melissa's doing, and I'm not taking her side, it doesn't feel desperate. You know what I mean? Like she's out. Yes, I don't know how she ran into Bethany and Brandon. She was with the boys and Joe. And, she says she's working at Envy. Look, I mean, Melissa would love to be back on the show too. I'm not giving her a free pass, but it doesn't feel as desperate to me. It just doesn't. I don't know why.
It's not. I mean, we don't see Melissa calling TMZ to show up at whatever little restaurant she's at. It's Teresa behind the scenes. And that just goes to show you this show is her livelihood. She needs the show. It's her money, it's her attention, it's where her fame comes from. And they do get addicted. They get a little taste of it and they get addicted. But Teresa is also in that situation where she is trying to uphold this lifestyle and money is needed for it. So I really do think she has to live and breathe the show because without the show, she won't survive financially. And so, and if Louie, her knight in shining armor, is, telling us anything, I mean, both of the companies he works for are in bankruptcy right now, so that's not very promising, that future with him. So
No, it's not. And I
yeah.
don't know. Look, we all have our hot buttons, right? And our hot issues. I'm just like, everyone thinks I'm a snob, but I'm actually not. I'm actually the opposite. I'm like, I love money and I love people that spend money, but I like that when you have money. I'm really
Yeah.
not into living above your means. Like, I'm not. I've
Yeah.
lived, I'm not. It's like, go and live in like a normal, right? Like, don't brag about
Yeah.
having have a normal house. You need a roof over your head. How many kids live with you now? Like, you could have a 3 bedroom or 4 bedroom house.
Yeah. Yeah, and
like her money problems could be solved right now. You could go live in a
yeah,
normal house in New
downsize.
Jersey with a roof and heat and the gas is paid for, and then all your problems would be solved
Yeah,
financially. Well,
yeah,
maybe not all, but
she can
most.
downsize. She can downsize, and if she's as interesting as her fans claim, then the storyline will follow her. But again, I just think the storyline's dried up. She's delivered certain moments throughout her history, but I just think that chapter has come to an end. It
I
really
agree.
has.
And to your point, look at Erica Jane. I mean, first of all, it would give Teresa a storyline. Like that would be, but look at Erica Jane. No, maybe she wouldn't get on the show now, but she was very rich because of who she was married to. She's not fired because I mean, Erica will say, I'm fucking broke. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know how broke she is. She makes, like $1 million a year, but
yeah,
like she has a lot of legal bills. But I mean, they're not going to fire Erica anytime soon. I can tell you right now, Erica's coming back next season. Okay. We
yeah,
haven't even, but like, so just be honest about your story. Like, that's not why you're going to get fired, Teresa. Even if the world is still talking about you and that's your plan to put it out there, like you say, that's not going to work if you're behind it. If there's all good things and you're the victim, they don't want you doing none of this. And by the way, the whole world was talking about Lisa Rinna and she didn't come back. Like that
yeah. Well,
doesn't
and
work like that.
it doesn't help your case to sit there and say how you live on the biggest lot and this and that and you're living this life and you're that girl when you're in debt.
When you're in
Yeah.
debt.
And wait,
And
David, let me just tell
yeah,
you, if you wanted to be a snob, you totally could because you live a great life. Your homes are beautiful and you are connected. Like being invited to Sutton's party and not being able to go because you're living your life, you know, everywhere. Like
I didn't go.
everybody
I
I've talked
mean,
to,
I didn't go. I was like, I
everyone I talk
can't.
to, they always tell me that David has connections, like with Luann, with this one, with that one. And I was just like, yeah, he actually is friends with the housewives. And the best thing about it is you aren't a snob about it. You don't post pictures when you could, you don't parade it around like some people. So I love that. If you want to go for it, I'd be a snob if I were you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, like, you don't post it. Yeah. I'm like out with Luann having like a dinner. I'm like, well, I see you like, I don't need to take a picture right now, Like,
Yeah.
and when honestly, and even when I do post it, it's for this job per se. It relates to my work, even though we're friends. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, let me just post something because I don't post anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, yeah. So that's not going to help Teresa. I do think that I mean, look, I really can't tell what's going to happen here, but I do feel that she and Jen are the two people more than anyone that will not be okay if they are not back for the same reasons we talked about last time. One for money, which at least I give Teresa that. At least it's like you need the money, even though she is into the fame. And then the other one, it's just for the fame. So,
Yeah.
like to me, Jackie, the clips I got, I'm like, Jackie does not want to. I mean, I don't know what she expected going on the podcast. It's like Jackie knows. I mean, she's not dumb. She's like, I'm not coming back. I mean, that's how I read it. Like, she knows that there's no chance that she's coming back. I love
Yeah.
Jackie. It's just, you're not coming back. It's that
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what they decide with Jersey, but Beverly Hills is where it's at.
Beverly Hills is where it's at. I'm glad that you are excited for this season. We're going to see. I mean, I guess there was something else in the news that I was going to mention, but I guess maybe it was the Kevin Costner. There was something else that somebody did an interview. It's really Dorit and Kyle and now Erica. It's like they almost have a plan, Bravo, right? Like they have a marketing plan. They started the season with like Dorit's doing interviews, Kyle and Erica. I think soon it will be, they all are, but those are the main three that they're kind of pushing out there. I think soon we'll get like the Sutton, Garcelle, and then eventually Boz will start doing a ton of interviews.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be exciting to watch it all unfold.
I'm so glad you're in it. I'm so glad